Welcome everyone to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm DM, recording from down under. We're back for the Grim Forest. We've had a bit of a lull over the last day or two. We're looking for the crowns. That's what I'm looking to get. Now, we had some patches that we hadn't explored. Essentially, a little bit here. I don't know, maybe there's something there. Or over here. This could be possible. Let's go have a look. Ambush, of course. We'll take whatever. We have... choose the usual suspects. But yeah, I was really surprised. Like, those crowns really eluded me. I don't know why they were so elusive. Yeah, I just don't know. That's something I didn't expect to happen. I wonder if it's just like really, really bad luck. I feel like, I mean, obviously there's people out there already beating the bosses, so other people are finding them. I don't know. Interesting anyway. But I do hope everyone is doing well out there across all these videos. There's been lots in the news, lots of events. I hope everyone's keeping safe over this Christmas period. Speaking of not safe, these enemies are just going down very easy. Morrigan obviously has been probably the GOAT for Grim Forest, already for Amius on certain rotations, and now with certain bosses, the Mimic, that kind of thing, which is quite good. So many champions though, just not worth a mention, and that's quite interesting in this game. Do they need to do more around buffs? But then again, like Kaja I love, but I never hear anyone talk about. And for ages, she was my favorite reviver. I didn't really build Timid to go with her, the PvE content, and I wasn't putting her in PvP. So, oh, here we go. Rare, epic. I mean, the attack is nice, as is the accuracy. But speed and resistance over here is... let's get some more damage out. It's hard to say no to an epic. I'm really bad when something says it's a high rarity, even if it's not what I'm looking for. I'm terrible. Oh, there's the crown there. I'm terrible at like just needing that higher rarity, even if it's not what I'm looking for. Ooh, okay. I mean, we can make this work. We can try. Nobody to pair Pythian with. Thinking Elva. It was her or Syl. Do I take both? I think Androck can cover the heals. As always, Shayak and Crocat not paired. Fabian to reset their cooldowns. Need some damage. Teox and kind of torn here. Let's go. Let's go this way. Tholan is probably the better champion in this scenario, but mine's so poorly built. It just hits really hard at a really slow speed with a chance of a high crit damage or just nothing. Poorly built. Optimize your champions. I just didn't need him where I was. So he's there and he's doing okay. And he's actually got me through a few stages of Cursed City by himself, even in a terrible build. But he's very unreliable because I haven't got 100% crit damage on him. Sometimes he hits really, really hard. I think I got crit damage gloves because I didn't have any crit rate and I just didn't have the right gear to get the 100%. So, yeah, poor guy. Such a good champion going to waste. Soul Reap there. All right, almost up to the boss. Slow it down. Androck staying in this form for a change. All right, so not really scared by anyone here. No. Alright. Nothing to extend. Damage is okay. Spread the burns around, lock them out of the abilities. That's the key thing. Actually, whew, no, he's got his abilities. He's fine. Question is, will this Androck start changing forms? Because when he does, he's going to hurt. So he's buffing everyone up at the moment. The good thing is, every time they do a crit, it should be boosting turn meter, but because we're fearing everyone, they're just not hitting often enough to really get that passive going. She's just there for the healing, really. Fabian doesn't like Androck. That's quite interesting. Oh, big hit. Destroying the max HP too. Alright. Stop, guys. Stop. Take this. It's fine. I just wait until that freeze comes off. I'm interested to see what Androck does. I bet below 50% there's going to be a change. Like none of that actually matters. Fabian now kind of useless. There it goes. All right, watch out. Oh, that wasn't bad. Does this mean we're no longer scared? Immune. Like I'm not sold on. All right. No, actually, Androck. Ooh, that was close. He would have done it. I know he would have. Let's watch him, see if he wants to do it now. No, he'll behave now. Yeah, those just aren't hurting. Like the difference between Alaz and Androck. I mean, Androck's not that great a damage deal in the first place, but I like the helmets. All right. Interesting. Crown there. All right. Well, you know. The question is, where will I find this last one? It's got to be in one of these fogs. Nope, I'll take the chest. Look at it. It just never happens. They've literally locked me out of using her. What? I'll do one last one. Oh, there she goes. Okay. That is, I want to say like 12 or 13 times of Mimic finding and redrawing that she just has not appeared. Do need some damage. Probably need a reviver of some sort. Noelle is winning. All right. Yeah. Yep. All right. We can finally get a Mimic down again. It's been a while. I literally was starting to think that they had actually locked her out. Like I'd used my allocation of Morrigan versus a Mimic. I'm glad that's not a thing. Look at his mouth just oozing out. Just rabid. Oh, I need Empress to switch over as well. That is my mistake. Takes a while to ramp up. I was going to get Gizmak to switch. If I actually watch properly. I don't think he's going so fast. Alright, who's next? Ah, you've gone back. What? Just why? Why? Every video, same complaint. And then you gotta wait the cooldown for it to come back. Like, oh, that's frustrating. Straight away, what's the point? All right, back. All right, so can I trust them? That's the big question. He should have his abilities back. Honestly, could have just not taken Noel. I don't think we've actually done any healing. I think there's a relic that if you heal, like your surplus can become damage. I wonder if that would be useful. You'd have to build someone very specifically. And why would you take a healer to not heal? Give me a shot here. I want Marius in. Gizmak's been behaving. Cooldowns are out of order. Never mind. No, about to be eaten. Still got the HP burn going, so there we go. Oh, 2 fragments. Gonna give me the reward after all these times not doing... Ah, there it is. There it is. All right. Today is a better day. Morgana right here. All right, definitely not redrawing. I need that for later. I don't think I'm that worried about healing. Did I see Pythian? Yeah, we'd go the combo. Some survivability. Don't need Noel then. Not really taking... And... Am I worried about revives? No. You know what? After talking smack about Tholen, I'm going to take him with his poor build, and I'm pretty sure poor blessing. Blessing works okay here because it's only like 2 turns for it when you kind of nuke waves, which is what he was doing in the areas that I was using him in, like her city or that. It's he gets those hits in and it still counts, but in the longer fights, that's where that's just junk. But right now, we should be okay. Alright, let's focus. Who's not doing their job? And this is where combos like this can be good with this ally attack because his crit damage is so high. Actually makes it worthwhile. And you can use Tholon with, say, Black Tuscan Faction Wars, which I have. Yeah, going a bit slower than I expected. We have all the unoptimized damage dealers, though. I need to kill Elva, but I don't want to like blow all my cooldowns in doing so. There she goes. All right. If I remember this guy, before I can even talk, I don't want to use that, and we'll just get the defense going. Big hit. Not really decreasing turn meter. I don't think he's going to be that useful. It's okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Feral. Just waiting for this big hit so that I can revive everyone. There it is. All right. Ooh. I might just leave that because I want it when everyone's alive. All right. Let's get people alive. Don't die. This veil is quite annoying. Am I? Oh, on her now. Okay. All right, that's going to be annoying. Let's keep these guys alive for a bit until we get the... Oh, okay. Kind of need a redraw on this one. These aren't my champions that I really want. Still not what I'm looking for. This is what's going to hold me back. Oh, we got Toshiro. Can we make this work? So we'll take these guys. And for the revives... Not my best reviver, but I guess he'll do. On the bright side, we should go through the waves quicker. As long as I can save cooldowns for... She's the only one I need dead. All right. I mean, I don't care at this point. So I'm just trying to keep my cooldowns going so that I'm actually ready for the next bit. If I can, with Fabian, lock them out of some abilities. That's what we're talking about. Let's do that because that veil was annoying. Big hit. Down they fall. Damage difference huge. All right. See what she can do. Oh no, she got blocked. Oh, she doesn't anymore. Never mind. I was about to be worried she was just going to come straight back, but she's now dead. All right, we've got crown number 2. How many energy? Still got a fair bit left. All right, so we have all the altars. So unless there's a chest, there's not that much exciting around. Let's go hit up a boss or two. That's easy, just for another level. There's Raka when I don't need her. Oops, we had him. Then I will take Phoenix. Not expecting any trouble here. I guess it can be a little bit disappointing to not have those redraws. Like, it pushes you back a day or two just because you got some bad RNG. Definitely doesn't ruin like where you're up to, because there's enough days. You just got to wait, which is a lot of raid. Damage always stopping us. Second form, like a chump. And yeah, I don't think I have anything to worry about here, so we'll just let him do his thing. I guess the one thing this does do is showcase his damage. 17, so it's still good. Where else can we explore? Kind of just hitting random spots. Oh, I've got a boss over here. Got Raka. So Raka, Androck, Marius, Teox, and we like Ethlin. I guess this is the point in the content creation that I'm just like, I'm out of content really with it. We don't really get to talk about these champions because they die so easy. And then when we get to something that does take a bit of time, I'm locked behind the redraw of actually showing you off the team I would use to beat it. So it makes it quite interesting. At this point, I feel like all the content is a bit same. I don't know, maybe if you're watching, you can leave a comment and saying that you're still enjoying it, or no, it's time to call it quits. But yeah, I don't know. And again, these repeat combos, Kaja and Timid everywhere. I don't really feel inspired by it. Kind of want like an extra difficulty mode. Maybe one that's harder with more redraws or something like that, or I don't know what you do. Chest. Curio chest, all right, perfect. For decreases enemies' resistance. Not really having any resistant issues though. What was over here? Let's try another mythical. Raka. And Androkismak. Dead people might help. And then Leo. Leo versus Nut. I think Leo might be better. He's a bit more survivable. It's kind of tempted to not take Empress and take Nut, but all right. Double Orwella to go with a Tormund. Like that just, it's not inspired, it's just slow. All the heals that just start popping out. But I'm keen for Tormund's new partner. Really hoping in the fusion, there's kind of a questionable area of the fusion where people are anticipating that we are going to see. I've heard Deck of Fate thrown around. I would have said Hero's Path, but Deck of Fate. It's hard to tell. Like some of the CCs, they have information beforehand, but they're not allowed to say it. And I feel like they want to, so they allude to what's happening. So when they're like, oh, I expect something over here, you're like, where'd that information come from? My guess is they know. They just can't say they know because of the embargo. No. So we're taking them out. I really want Leo to get his A2 back. Have not been watching. Morley's about to die, so that's decent. He's going to turn... Well, no, he's in Form 2 right now, isn't he? What if he doesn't take any damage? So when he comes back to Form 1, that's going to be an issue. Oh, who have we got? Senna, okay. So there's this pairing over here. Right, maybe we pay a bit more attention. Let's take Morley down again. Alright. Oh, that did nothing. Alright, you can come too. Let's go all in. Bit better. Put that on him. Oh, Leo was dead. Did not even see. That's okay. We are in control. Yeah, let's take out some people. He's hanging on in. Does not want to go back to his other form. Tanky guys. Alright, we still need Tormund to go down. Although, boss is about to die anyway, so... Block revive. Ah, unkillable. Of course. Oops. Taunt. Alright, Tormund needs to go. I guess I'll just leave it on auto. It should fall off eventually. There we go. All right. Ooh, hello. Ooh, crit damage with crit rate. It's a decent piece if it rolls well. Level up. Epic. Don't care about accuracy though. 20% HP though is nice. What else? Any other bosses or that I haven't done? Ooh, Gerda. Okay. Gerda wins the award for prettiest champion. So let's go fight her. Raka? Where's all my damage dealers? Guess we take... I don't think Gerda will do much. Poison champion. She's okay. I use her in Faction Wars just because lack of champions. But I don't think she's ever seen outside that faction war. Porphyry is great as an epic option and if you don't have Uko. It does make appearances in Curse City for me. No, we probably don't need this. Maybe we did. Finish it off with the A1s. We'll get there. Done. Right, Empress. Let's hope you stay in this form. Actually, I do not trust. Can you clear them out? No, but we'll lock them out. And maybe kill. Perfect. He'll have his cooldowns, and then by then it doesn't matter. Is that Diamond? Is that Togron? Togron's a decent champion. Really around max HP for when you build a tanky team. It really extends the HP of everyone. Gerda just not doing much. Again, she's an okay champion, but she's very, I mean, she's dated. Visually as well. She's one of the earlier champions. I've always had a Gerda. Can't remember when I got her. She might have been a free one. She might have just been a bad pull, but she's been on my account forever. Feel like we might be pushing our luck over here. Speed order. Yep. Yep. Let's take the dog out for a spin. Yep. Torment stopping Ugo, which is interesting. It's a bad pairing. Not that it matters. Here we got War Chief. Arbiter. War Chief's not going to do much. Not even going to live long. And yet, The next stage, bet you, is the opposite. All right. Really wanted some cleanse. What have we got? Padraig's still a good choice, I think. It's 2 ally attackers, though. I feel like that's a bit of overkill, but they can both cleanse debuffs. Is it debuffs that I'm worried about? Honestly, at this point, I don't even know. At least this is interesting. Michinaki, Padraig again, and Elvar. Mix of Shadowkin and Sylvanans. Sylvans. Forget the faction name. That's what happens when you don't sleep. You end up talking to yourself about what you should remember. Leo should do a decent chunk of damage. Problem is getting him to get hit. The A3 hits a lot harder. I only took him from the turtles because I didn't think that I would get all of them at the same time. And I just felt he does enough by himself. I don't know that the other 3 randomly adding. As a team, they're brilliant, but just 1 or 2. Donnie was probably the exception to that. I should have taken Donnie. But Mikey, he's strong. And he definitely has uses. But I don't know that I would be choosing Mikey in a lineup against, you know, Toshiro or that. Oh, yeah, because the freeze. That's what I was worried about. You know what? Let's just let it go. There he goes. All right. Unkillable. Time to attack back. Oh, but really needs to survive. I've got, yeah. I feel like I've gone too heavy on that. I'd love a couple more redraws. It would make the content a lot easier, but I don't know. There's something about just having to wait until the next day and then multiple days in a row just waiting. Kind of really need Bolon back. There we go. Thanks for listening. She enjoyed my TED Talk. Good thing about this was stun from Black Tusk coming out in a lot of different places. Taunt and unkillable. That's not taunt, is it? It's just counter attack and unkillable. There's no taunt. It's Mikey that has the taunt. Alright, 1 down. As soon as we pick off all these ones, one of her big draws is her ally attack. So, without any allies, you see Tholin's damage when he is available. They will get, I don't remember if it's both of them. Somebody will get unkillable as we go through. Elvar, you're in trouble, mate. She needs the veil on. There's the unkillable over there as well. Oh, thank you, heals. This is going to be a problem now. Too much ally attack, not enough. I mean, if he can put on his A2... No, he can't survive long enough. I just need to get rid of one of them, which I think will be Black Tusk. And then pull out... Problem is I've only got a single revive. Let's go this way. I have a chance of freeze, turn meter reduction, and with the Blessed Bash can do some healing for himself to keep him alive, which means Elva can focus a bit more on Tholen. Always take the reviver out first. Watch out for this guy though. Oh. At A3. Armand's is probably the big threat here. Tanky Armands. Or possibly just no crits. We don't land the debuffs, but we'll get the counter attack. And that's going to be useful. Alright. We can take out Xenar. And that's the last of their damage. He's got the counter attack, so we'll focus this way. He's putting it back on. Okay. Might need that. Speed this up. All right. I've got to be very careful of this. Counter attack will stay on him for a while. Especially with not doing that. Bye. All right, so we need... I think that can wait. Well, we'll have it with Padraig anyway. I'll go this way. Maybe I shouldn't have. We need the A3 over here. Still under block debuffs or not? Not worried. At least he heals himself. But then we're dead. Oh, Leo's not going to do enough. I think she's later. I think I just need a redraw with the right champions. I think that's all this comes down to. I'm not worried by these champions. Just can't. Having a Raka, having a Tashiro, Marius. You put those three in instantly. That's why I had Nut, because the counter attacks with the freeze. Yeah, okay. Just bad champions. We can have one crack over here. Survive. No Shyek for the doggo. Damage is lacking a little, but I wonder if maybe Artak is worth it. What Geo? Yeah, we haven't taken Geo, I think, at all. Might be his time. Manual it to start with. Just got to get this in before that armor comes up. I think that's probably all I needed to do. Now the last time I fought him, I think Tashiro took out 2 plates at the same time and the damage just wiped the team. I don't think we're going to have that problem, but we might have the opposite problem of not doing enough. See, none of this damage is mattering. Embraso doing the big hits. Now, does it tell me the damage I need? Nope. Oh, he's already got it back up too. So I guess the speed of what we're doing just isn't enough as well. Wonder if Geo is actually keeping us going with his passive. Empress hasn't changed forms, which is good. All our damage is coming from destroying the plates at the moment. Oh, so that was a double plate. And that's the thing, is if you're just about to take one down, you do enough hit to go up. See, like right here. That's right on the threshold. So he's getting faster every time, which means less chance of us doing it. So you need to be fast, high damage, high survivability. Put the poison cloud on Geo. I think that was Geo's reflect back. I just broke one of them. Gold-plated. So gold-plated can't be removed. Well, Empress, if you can do many millions of damage instantly. That was terrible. That was honestly... I believe you can just come back. So we needed to do 20 million. If we take out Androck and we put in Thor. These long sessions, it's hard to sit. Probably need to get a more comfy chair. But I've got a green screen behind me that's attached to the chair, and probably a bigger chair wouldn't really get the advantage out of it. Maybe it would. Who knows? Definitely not my other chair, though. My more comfy chair. All right. So the key here is you've got to get these down quick so that... Where is his ability? 10% chance of evading an enemy skill and all of its accompanying effects. Increases his speed by 5 and a chance to evade by 2% each turn he is under at least one gold-plated layer. So every time he takes a turn, he's getting 5 speed, pretty much. Which at first isn't so bad. But so he's about to take another turn. So 5 speed. And what we saw at the end of the fight was like we couldn't even get close to taking it all down. And it's interesting because of the redraw feature, you kind of don't want to rebuild your champions. Yeah. Gets it straight back, and then we're in the same spot as before. I'm still taking plenty of damage. All right. Got no damage dealers, like at this point. It's all just geo reflecting. Ah, she beat me. Yeah, I think the thing we've learned is that Geo, great at the higher difficulties. Otherwise, you really need your... Empress is in the wrong form. That's me. That will be a huge chunk of our damage that we've been missing. And he won't ramp up fast enough anymore. So yeah, that probably would have been a slight bit higher, but not. I might... I mean, can I redo this now that I've beaten him? That'd be interesting. Let's go end battle. There's no point watching that. Okay. So to change your team, you do need to still have the redraw tokens. But it means you can come back later once you're done with the mode and just do what you need to. We're down to 9. Let's give Alaz another try. We're slightly stronger. We can drop this and add... That's to buff us. This is more damage. Yeah, let's go that way. I mean, I'd love to have that extra XP with beating him, but... I don't think there's any changes to be made. We could put in a healer, but kind of already got 2 supports. Need to make sure I remember to change Empress. That was just a waste of time before. All right, no issues there. We'll let them have a quick hit. Then we'll A1. Now, is this Form 2 that was the big issue? We need to take out Syl first, because otherwise they just revive. Taunt, which means the counter attacks. Get the fear. Get the right ability, right form. Bit of damage. Don't need that yet, I don't think. Almost. Block damage. Painful. This one only attacks one person. Probably don't need that yet, actually. But then that's going to cause some... how does that work? If I do an ally attack, do they then counter? It didn't... No, that was... Honestly, I got no idea. So many interactions right there. All right. Oh, that is rough, though. Heal. Just, I need the kill. Then we probably want to take out Cantra. Because she's putting all those debuffs on us. Well, she's not really, is she? Because it's happened again. And that was in Form 2. That's Form 2. Lucky. I mean, theoretically, I need to survive one more turn. Don't think Empress can do it. Oh, he can. Never mind. Goodbye. Fear. Oh, back to form 1. Provoke. That's not good. Provoke with the counter attack. Oh! That was a big one. Can I get another turn in though? Wow, Empress. Oh, alright, there's MVP right there. Main boss unlocked. Good draw, Raka. Oh, yes, it is a good draw. Finally had the luck that we needed. Now, I have no idea his mechanics. Not gonna lie. Do I want second reviver just to be safe? Let's do it. I think this is the moment. I think this is when we get him down. Good damage. Oh, watch out on Toshiro with all these extra attacks. He's going to change on me. That's fine. So he's got that Master Seal, which disables everything but stats from everything. From blessings, from gear, all of it. Damage isn't too bad. All right. Extra turn, perfect. All right, that's where he would have changed. Get the Veil. I think we're fine now because he'll have his A3 back. A3. A2. Didn't take an extra turn, that's good. Now he'll have his abilities back so we can let him go. Takes a double turn. He is in my best Merciless set. If you're wondering why he's doing so well, he's got the right stats and the right set. Alright, Raka. Now it's him. Nothing. Now we have it back. Extra turn. Oh, well, there goes Androck. And he's back. Kind of waiting for the punchline. I feel like... yeah. Some of the other bosses have definitely been way harder. What's that one? Siphon. Alright. Siphon is... a 5% of the stat value is siphoned from the debuff, except ignore effects each time debuff. Is that permanent? Is that just forever? I mean, this is going smoothly, but poor Androck has literally just sat there entangled like this whole time. There's Master Seal, right? Oh, it's actually called Entangle. Entangle. What do we got? How is the other one so high up? Oh, it's hurting my eyes, not gonna lie. Hope it is smoother for you. And snare. I guess I missed it. Find brand heal, pain link. It is. It's going to be at the top after I just complained that it wasn't. Ah. And he's down anyway. Heaps of mythical gear. We've got 50 fragments over there. Accuracy, that's nice for a support. Attack is less good. Crit rate on a weapon, that could be good with crit damage. Some less decent pieces. But yeah, all right. That's been good. So we've done it. And up to 23 with just rares. Attack resistance, crit damage, defense accuracy. We want... More crit damage is good. I don't need the crit rate. That's such a weird one. Like, it's detrimental to what we're doing. All right, so there is still 6 chests. 2 more Frigius. But that's about redraws. There is still 26 plus 10, 36 battles. And then there's purple. We have 8. Can we get up to purple? Purple here. All right. Who is worse? Let's go with Kale. All right. Very minimum choices. No revive. We'll need you. Don't know about these two. Need one of them though. Right. To have some damage in here. Do it this way. I think this is going to be heavily redraw dependent. Damage is all right. It is hard to gauge without having to Shiro in the team or Marius, who are, you know, one-shotting the easy waves. I don't know. I feel like they're tankier, but not a boss killer. Tholin's hit and miss, and Rathalos likes burn. So, I don't know. All right, this is going to be tanky with a Hefrak. All right, Hefrak is the one that needs to go. But then they got the block revive on. Man, what do you even do with that? So I need to kill Hefrak and kill these two. All right, so he's ready to die. He disagrees, but he is. All right, there he goes. Now, we're probably just going to have an instant revive from one of these guys. Slow the Duchess down a bit. See if he's going to do it anyway, though. And the revive on death. Ooh, all right, so because of the revive on death, I'm not able to kill anyone. When I do, it's going to be revived. Having to Shiro or Marius or Fabian greatly changes that. So again, the wave, not so bad. But the lack of choice is. Just going to spread this out equally. I need the debuffs to go. Oh, sorry, the buffs to go. The revive on death. That needs to go before I can make this kill. So it's gone there. No, it's not. Still there. Not there. Alright. So I've got the revive on death on these guys, but not so bad. Get the counter attacks. We might be able to freeze someone. No, I probably don't need that. This is the single attack. Ah, there he goes. All right. What do I even do with that? All right, now it should be A1s. Marshall Leeds a champion I don't have, but I believe he's great in Chimera. It'd be interesting to get. All right, we're almost through. All right, so now we've got Supreme Kale, who I don't have. Let's go with this way, because I'll get those counter attacks going. Damage is good on Nut, but block debuffs, not ideal. Brimstone doing its work though. Now I don't have a reviver, so if this happens, which I think it's about to, nobody's low enough. There's not much I can do. Honestly, it's just an auto battle, and if he lives, he lives, but wrong champion choice. Definitely impacting us there. So I guess what I'll do is I'll try and hit up these last few ones just to unlock them. Then I can work out if I magically get the right champions. I think that's Ziklik, the Unity champ. But I'll unlock them, then I've got them ready to go for the redraws. Oh, he's got a mythic tome on him. It's a good reward. That must be a 4-star basalt if that's the opposite. No revives again. Although Toshiro, it's worth a sneaky go, right? Alright, maybe this is a good chance to see if those waves are actually tough. They're definitely faster than us. Alright, they're tough. That speed issue definitely came into play. I feel like my redraws are going to be stuck on that cycle. No revivers again. 3 from 3. Okay. So I guess if you beat Freya, you can just sneak around to these last ones. Alright. Well, what about this one? Not available. Mimic, because we need the redraw. Draw champions. We need... Oh, I got some decent damage. Survivability is questionable. Elva, Godseeker, and... Is Toshiro enough? I'm going to say no. Not that my Demeter is well built. She might be an excuse to get it going. Actually, I need to watch Toshiro because he will do silly things. No, so damage is okay. Healing is questionable. Missed it. Every fucking time. Now should change back by himself. Just need him to stay there. Who's going? Oh, everyone's dying. Okay. Alright, well. Let's stay alive. I want Godseeker. Give me Demeter. He's going to take a turn in a second and be straight back to it, though. I think this is a pretty solid team. Like, it's got enough survivability. I would change my Elva just because she's poorly built. Most other people would be fine with her. But if I could put Raka in there instead. Let's go back. Just waiting. All right, this damage is starting to ramp up. Alrighty. I don't need, actually, Elva. It's a bit low. Get the healing going. Is Toshiro good? No, but it will be now. Let's get some auto going. I could do a better job of timing that block damage with Toshiro, but it's going okay. All right, his next turn is the one to be worried about. And he's good again. Right, block damage right before we take that shield off. There is some weird delay where it just thinks about a move. And it's not like an internet lag. It's something in the coding. Up to 11. We're going to fall short, I think, again. I assume it's going to be 20 mil. It's definitely the right team. Mr. Shiro. That certainly won't help our cause. I think one day I'll do a guide on Toshiro, and I'm definitely going to mention his AI. His worst part. Worse than his form 2. Okay, this is the end. We did okay. I mean, we're beating it, but I feel like I should be doing better at my account level. Where is he? Rewards. Did the 13 mil. Could have gotten a bit more. Alrighty, well, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to explore nowhere. Now let's just hit the buttons. And one more energy over there. No ambushes. All right, guys. So we finally did it. We got the end boss done down over here. Oh, she would have been a good fight. So we're done. We're done with all of that. I hope you enjoyed this journey. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing these videos because we're just up to the purple area, which is just a redraw heavy. If you'd like some more videos, let me know. Thanks for watching.